Well, hello there, folks. Back with another little short video here. Well, I guess it's going to be short. But anyway, I saw it raining outside and thought I'd come out and enjoy some of it with you. Intro. Well, when I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bow raining around the hills and mountains. Steady hoop, steady hoop, steady hollering around the merry street. A ring, ting, ting, a ting, 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 a through the way, a bow, wow, wow, and a moo, 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 and a heap of people that I do know. Oh, through the way we'd run, play ball, oh, through the way we'd run. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bow raining around the hills and mountains. Steady hoop, steady hollering around the merry street. A ring, ting, ting, a ting, 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 a through the way, a bow, wow, wow, and a moo, 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 and a heap of people that I do know. And through the way we'd run, play ball, and through the way we'd run. Anyway, y'all, guys, like I said, I saw the rain out here coming down. Yesterday, I was able to plant my garden. Plant part of it anyway. Some tomato plants, some watermelon, bell pepper. I think bell pepper. What's it? Eggplant or something. But anyway, now we are getting some great natural rain today to water it. I'd go back there and show it to you, but I don't want to get wet right now. But anyway, it's a beautiful day, even though it's raining. Beautiful day here in Mississippi. Matter of fact, this is Gulfport, Mississippi, where I'm located. Right here on the Gulf Coast, the beautiful Gulf Coast, as they call it. Some call it the Golden Gulf Coast, because we can get some beautiful sunsets sometimes. Oh, look at there. Look out there. It's Little T. Little T out there. Anyway, I think I'll take a little walk out here. I might get a little wet, but hey, Little T came to pay us a visit. Little T came back to visit with Paw G. Oh boy, what a surprise. He's out for his, it's out for its morning stroll. I don't know if it's a male or a female or what. But anyway, out for a little stroll. It's not raining real hard, it's just raining kind of lightly. But anyway, thought I'd walk out here and brave the rain and give you guys a look at Little T. I think this is Little T. This might be Big T. Now I think this Little T. I see the little spot on his back, on the back. I don't know what that spot is, but anyway, Little T is I think he and old Thunder Throat over here in striding to get away from the Thunder Throat. Anyway, Little T. I think that's Little T because I see that same little spot on his back. You guys may go back and check on you turtle lovers may go back and check on that other video I did. It's called Little T and Paw G or something like that. Y'all check back to my YouTube channels. I have a little bit of a rhyming niche in my life. I've had it most of my life, all of my life, matter of fact. Me and my friends used to see who could rhyme the best, see who could say things in rhyme, even though that was before That was before rap came out. Years ago, we used to see who could outrhyme each other. And it wasn't necessarily a on purpose thing type thing. We just do it. One would come up with one saying, and then another one would come up with another saying. Look at little T moving on along. Anyway, some of the guys back in the day probably remember that. If they get to see some of these videos, if they get to see this video sometime. I remember there was a friend of mine named Ray Knight, another friend named Terry, another friend named David, another friend named Carl Towner, David Barnes, a lot of my friends, and there was Carl Cavaness and Brian Cavaness. We'd all enjoy each other's company with little things we do, little games we play. Somebody might say something sometimes funny. Oh yeah, Ed Adams too. I remember Ed Adams, yeah. And he may be the one that started this little thing we would do. We would somebody say something kind of funny, and instead of laughing loud, instead of having a big gut laugh or whatever, we just kind of look up in the sky and go, huh? Can you imagine? Little boys having fun in the neighborhood, in which, like I said before, I think we missed out on not having the mindset of a village here in America. We grew up calling them neighborhoods. But anyway, yeah, we used to have some fun with each other, enjoying each other's company, and as we'd walk along, and sometimes we'd play football, sometimes we'd play basketball. Yeah, Melvin Adams too, Melvin, Ed's brother. Yeah, Boo we used to call him. Some people call him Boo. I think I always call him Melvin. But anyway, Melvin, you get to see this video. I'm doing some reminiscing here. But yeah, somebody say something funny, we look up in the air, we go, look away, kind of look off and go, huh? To us, that would be a hard down, gut wrenching laugh. But that's the kind of stuff we do to have fun with each other. But anyway, maybe I will walk over here, since I am out here in this drizzling, it's not raining real hard. Maybe I will walk over here by the garden and show you guys how the tomato plants and everything are perking up over here in this. Let me walk kind of fast because I can hear it sound like it's getting harder again. The rain. Yeah, it's coming down a little harder again now. But yeah, you can see the plants that I planted yesterday. This is in April, the last of April. But they say April showers bring May flowers. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, see, they're perking up. They were droopy yesterday when I planted them. But I put some nice captured rainwater on them yesterday. And ooh, it's coming on down again now. But yeah, I put some nice rainwater on them yesterday, and they perked up a little bit. But now we're enjoying some more rain today, and they'll perk up and take on off today. But as you can see, my no-till, no-dig garden, well, little dig anyway. You got to dig down to the dirt and be able to plant your crop into the dirt under the down through the mulch, and the mulch and leaves, you can see them. See all the leaves I have there? We get like I said, we get a lot of leaves. You can see the trees there. We get a lot of leaves. And so I decided to start taking advantage of all these leaves. You can see the neighbor's trees there that they planted for shade. And we reap the benefits of the shade that they planted their trees for. But yeah, down up under all that mulch, there's worms. I ran into some worms yesterday when I was digging I was trying to keep from killing any of them, because they bring a natural fertilizer. Yeah, casting. That's the word I was trying to think of the other day. Worm casting, they call it. And so when you're able to have the natural effect of captured casting right down under all the mulch and leaves, but then you making a natural system of fertilization with all the bark and all the wood chips and mulch and leaves. The worms thrive under leaves and things like that. Like you run across leaves out in the forest. I try to remember to start calling the woods forest. Now we grew up calling them woods, but in Africa they call it forest. Over there in Kenya, I see they call it forest. Ayamara and Mayugano and Mapopo and Congrats Mom. Y'all can go to all these channels and subscribe. You'll be helping support villages over in Africa, over in Kenya. These people have figured out a way to make a great living, making YouTube videos and video content, so they can make some US dollars, and it takes them real far over there. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, there's Nasto. It's Nasto. That's his channel. It's Nasto. If y'all listening to this, y'all watch this video over there. This is a great way of farming. I mean, I know there's a lot of bushes and weeds and there's a lot of wood chips and different things that y'all run across over there. Instead of throwing them away, cover your garden, cover your farm with it. Your what they call it, what y'all call it over there? Farms, they call them. It'll come to me. It'll come back to me. Like I say, I don't say I forgot. It'll come back to me. But I think it starts with an S. And oh yeah, the word I was trying to think of yesterday, that starts with an S, when I was talking about referring to how my people have been mistreated here in America, is sharecropping. That's what they use, sharecropping, to instead of freeing my ancestors, they invented new ways to keep them in bondage and suffering to their advantage. Sharecropping. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I think long enough, and words come back to me that I may have slipped my memory at the moment. I say at the moment because it's coming back. Because like I said yesterday, they've said that when you have Alzheimer's and call it dementia and things like that. Look at that rain coming down. Woo-woo. It's watering my garden. The Most High is smiling on me today after all my work yesterday. The Most High is smiling on me. The Most High has smiled on me. He has set me free. The Most High has smiled on me. He's given me victory. I hope that didn't hurt y'all ears, but anyway, that tune came back to my memory that we used to sing. But now I say the Most High. I don't call him just plain old God anymore. He's the Most High. You know, he's the Most High. I'm realizing more and more every day that he's the Most High. But anyway, y'all can see that rain falling. It's coming off my roof. And I'll probably take you around to see where we are capturing rain in a drum. My wife heard about this. My sister-in-law told my wife about my sister-in-law, Tony, and her husband is Vincent, is my wife's brother. Anyway, she told my wife about this drum making deal that it came down the pike in their area, in their village, instead of neighborhood, in their village. And so she told my wife about it, and so my wife was able to go over there and participate in the rain drum, in the drum rain capturing, making drums to capture rain as it come off your roof and different things like that. But and so I was able to benefit from that. She was able to capture some, to build a drum, and brought it home, and I was able to capture. I was able to use some of the rainwater that she had captured yesterday. But anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, the more we use things like this, y'all, over there in Kenya, in Africa, and there's a family called a Bag family over in Gambia, over in the Gambia. Y'all can subscribe to that channel too. They do some hilarious things, funny things, and in their conversation and all. sweet SD and SJ M. Sweet Daddy and Sweet Mama, Sweet Juicy Mama, they call each other. She called him Sweet Daddy, and he called her Sweet Juicy Mama. But anyway, y'all can catch some of those videos. Look their channel up. Black Acres of the Gambia. And another guy I've met on the internet, Mark Meets Africa, he's providing a way for people in the diaspora, how you say that? Anyway, to come to Tanzania. And the Bag family are welcoming in visitors to come and visit there. I almost thought of that word for form in Kenya, but anyway, it's gonna come to me. But anyway, they're doing some good work over there, helping provide jobs for people in that area. And they always say we've made our minds up to pay them above the average of the area. And so there's people going to Africa and creating jobs rather than going over there looking for jobs. Don't go over there looking for jobs, looking for a job. Create you a job, create you a business, create you something, even like I'm doing here, creating this YouTube channel and expecting it to grow and prosper. Well, you can start a YouTube channel before you leave here. And before you go over there to visit or whatever, start you something here before you get over there, so you have a source of income. And not just one source of income, but start several streams of income so that you can be able to survive and be able to live and thrive. Not just survive, but be able to thrive as you go over there and live with your families or whatever. There's another family of YouTubers. I just got through watching their YouTube video a little while ago, before I came out here in all this rain. I'm standing under the eave of the roof. As you can see the big droplets coming off the roof. But their YouTube channel is Journey with Us. They're thriving over there in Africa, because they had a mindset to build businesses online. So now they have businesses online that they're able to keep making US dollars, USD, and be able now they're thriving. I think they're building a home in the hills, somewhere in the hills of Tanzania. They're in Tanzania as well. It's like Mark Meets Africa, and then there's T3 and Me. They're in Tanzania also. There's several groups, several families over there that's thriving. And Mark, the guy Mark Meets Africa, he's a young guy. He went to Africa by himself. He felt an urge or a need. He felt a calling to go to Africa, to go to Tanzania. And he went to Tanzania. He ended up going to Tanzania. I don't know if he had his mind up exactly where he was going, made up where he was going, but he went to Tanzania. And his channel is Mark Meets Africa. And this is a young man that went over there, I think at 18 or 19, something like that, by himself. And I think he's been there 3 years now. I really respect this young man. He has goals. When he has a goal in mind, he really works hard. He works hard to see it fulfilled. And so now he has a building that he's been able to purchase over there. Matter of fact, I invested in his in that building, in him, in what he's doing over there. I invested in it. I saw an opportunity to invest, and I saw his mentality and everything, that he was seen to be a very, very upstanding young man with a lot of wisdom for living and for life, and for ways of considering how to be spiritual rather than religious. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting away from religion. And I'm looking to be more spiritual, because in the scriptures say that they who worship the Most High must worship Him in spirit and in truth, not in religion, but in spirit and in truth. You got to have truth in there. And so, but anyway, the rain is slacking up now, and I don't want this video to go too long. Wow, 23 minutes already. Well, I did show y'all Little T this morning. Little T, I'll see if he comes back to visit us again tomorrow, another day. But here's a little asparagus my wife planted here, and it's coming up every two or three days or so. We're able to come out here, and she's able to come out here and reap the harvest of this asparagus out here. And it's enough for us to make a little meal out of. But maybe some more start coming up. I see a branch of the main root. It's coming up again. You see it there, and that's a little asparagus around it coming up. and I see a main root coming up. She was saying that when it comes up again like that, we probably should let it grow and expand the root system so that we'll have more and more asparagus. But yeah, you guys over in Africa, Bag family, journey with us. T3 and me, Mark Meeks Africa. Hey Mark, here's another way of farming here. Yeah, you're always looking for ways of improving life and living and everything. Young man, this is a great way to farm. I almost thought of that word again that they say in Kenya for farm. But anyway, y'all guys put it in the comment section what that word is. It starts with an S, I believe. I'm trying to learn a few words in Swahili and different things. And so, and Mark, he's gotten over there. He's been, like I say, he's been there 3 years now, and he is speaking fluently. He usually say it's not, you know, I'm sure it's just not as good as he see it could be, but he speaks it fluently through the neighborhood, through the area, and makes his way as he's making his way around every day. But yeah, y'all check this way of farming out. Almost thought of that word again for farm in Kenya that they use. I think it's Swahili is so wherever they speak Swahili, they use that word for a farm. But Nasto, it's Nasto, Maja K, all these guys are YouTubers. And when I say their name, when I'm saying their names, I'm also advertising for them, for their YouTube channel, so you guys can go and subscribe to their channels. But anyway, but yeah, this is a great way of farming. And here's some little weeds that I was pulling up yesterday, and as you can see, they just come up, and see the whole root comes up. So I'll pull up a few more here. Look at that, the whole root system comes up out of that. So you're able to farm without y'all go back and check my videos out on this that I was pulling them up yesterday. But look at that, the whole root system just comes up. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. And so it's not gonna come back. I can throw it down there and now to become compost. That's what I usually do. I usually just put things like this back on. Look at that. Back on my plot. Look at that. The whole root comes up. And easy does it. That's what I say it is. Easy does it. Look at that. They just pull right up. So this is a great way of farming. A gardening. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. The whole root system just comes up out of all this mulch and everything. Mulch and leaves and you know, because the guy that I'm learning a lot of this from is his channel is called Back to Eden. Back to Eden. You know, he said he prayed and asked the Most High on how to farm like this. You know, how to do farming and everything. And so this is what came to him. He thought about how in the woods or the forest, how out in the forest, how things, the leaves and everything just fall to the ground, and they pile up, but things still grow out there. You know, things still grow, and so that's what's happening here. Things are still growing, and then the the weeds. That's one I pulled up yesterday. Then the weeds just end up just, you're able to just pull them up with 2 fingers. You can go back and look at that video I made yesterday. See, all I needed was 2 fingers to pull up all the weeds, to pull the weeds up out of my garden. But yeah, this is a great way of farming, guys. Great way. There's people out there that's farming. See, and another thing, instead of ripping up the ground and killing all the worms under there with tillers and hoes and shovels and things like that, you're killing the worms. You're killing the casting, the natural casting that people build. I've seen them build extreme ways of catching casting, which is worm waste, whether it's poop or a pee or whatever. They capture it, and then they mix it up with water, I think, or something, and then they pour it around other plants and stuff. And so instead of having to go through all that trouble, hey, just pile up your mulch and wood shavings and sawdust and different things like that. It's natural, and make your garden. Back to Eden guy says, I'm gonna find out his name. The Back to Eden guy says that you get it about 6 inches deep, and then hey, just go to planting. And then even the wood, the shavings and everything goes back to fertilizer, compost. Matter of fact, this is a big pile of compost here. You think about it, a big pile of compost. You guys ripping up the ground, and when you could just be piling leaves that you would throw away. I mulched up a lot of these. You might be able to see it, that they are mulched up. A lot of it's mulched up with my lawnmower, and then I was able to put it around here, and I'm going to cover all of this in mulch as well. But for the time being, this is good. The leaves are good because they're deteriorating under there. You know, whenever you've raked up leaves before, and they may have been in a low level area, and they've been there for several months or maybe even years, you turn that over with your rake or whatever, and you see all the worms that's under there, under those leaves. And so that's what's happening here. Instead of me killing the worms with the tiller and a bunch of digging and stuff, the worms are able to thrive under there, and live and thrive and poop and pee and and make me some fertilizer, make me some casting naturally. That's what you guys can do. I tell you what, I'm on to something. I've been tilling and I'm getting on up in age now, and I noticed that when I come out to till, I would come out to till, and I'd have to sit on top of that air conditioning unit over there and stuff every now and then. I'd pull me a chair up. I had to start getting a chair out here and start sitting down wrestling with that big tiller. So I got one of those big tillers. But anyway, but instead of having to do all of that, y'all see all these weeds that I've pulled up yesterday? Look at that. Can you see that? By that piece of wood there? Whole root system of weeds just come up out of this mulch and planting system, I'll say. I tell you what, I'm on to something. I'm going to keep gardening and farming this way. Yeah. Just dig down through, like I did yesterday. Just dig down through the mulch, move the mulch aside and dig down in there with a little. I had my little gardening tools. Y'all can go back and look at that video too. I had my little gardening tools out there that my wife bought for our grandchildren. And so you don't even need serious tools to do this. You can use a spoon. You can use. I tell you what, you can just, you know, you can make it with a system like this and everything. But anyway, let me go on and turn this video off. I've been talking, but anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how good it is to think about using natural things. Just like I have these leaves piled around. We have some grapevines. It's a grapevine here, and scuppernine. I like to call them scuppernine vines. And that's the way it is in the woods. When I run across them in the woods, you know, and they be tasting so good and everything, and they be getting their nutrition out of piles of leaves and wood and sticks and things like that has fallen from trees and things out there, like out there in those woods out there. Look at that, a big T. No, is that two T's? Little T and big. Oh, that's two. What? Look at this, gang. We got a couple of visitors here. A couple of more visitors. I think maybe they heard my singing. Maybe they heard my singing, and little T went and got Mama T. Anyway, wow, look at that. Look at that. Maybe they came from my singing. Let's see, maybe some more come. Well, when I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mounts. Steady hoop, steady hollering around the merry street. A ring, ting, tang, a ting, 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 a through the way, a bow, wow, wow, and a moo, 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 and a heap of people that I do know. And through the way we'd run, play ball, oh, through the way we'd run. Y'all hear that? Maybe Daddy, maybe Pawpaw T will come too. Pawpaw T come to see Pawpaw G. When I was a schoolboy coming home from school, I thought I saw bull raining around the hills and mounts. Steady hoop, steady hollering around the merry street. A ring, ting, tang, a ting, 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 a through the way, a bow, wow, wow, and a moo, 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 and a heap of people that I do know. And through the way we'd run, play ball, and through the way we'd run. You guys have a great day. I may pick it up and pick up the phone and make another video a little later. Later on, guys.